Hello everybody, my name is Starrapter and welcome back to the channel. This is my spoiler-free review for Star Wars Life Day Treasury, written by Cavan and George Mann, with artwork by Grant Griffin. Now, George Mann and Grant Griffin also worked on Myths and Fables as well as Dark Legends, so if you've read those books, you know what to expect with Life Day Treasury. So this is really a collection of short stories that revolve around the holiday special, aka Life Day in Star Wars, and it's really about various different cultures around the galaxy, different time periods in Star Wars. Life Day really stemmed from Kashyyyk, and it kind of went outwards in the galaxy. Then there's things like the Days of Reflection on Jeddah and the solstice on Coruscant. So you have all these different interpretations of basically that winter kind of celebration, which really does reflect in our own world, where we have, Hanukkah and Christmas and Kwanzaa all within a month or two of one another. So getting into this, we have all these different kind of short stories. Like I said, we have one in the High Republic with Cell and Geos. We have one with Wicket on Endor, and all different lessons that have to do with this idea that Life Day actually is something about hope and companionship and just helping one another out. So we have that very kind of generous, kind of lighthearted approach to this book, which I really appreciate because, again, coming off of Myths and Fables and especially Dark Legends, those stories were pretty dark most of the time, but these stories in here are exactly those kind of Christmas stories you would expect. Very heartwarming, just stories that make you feel good on the inside after you get done reading them. But plenty of adventure and plenty of really cool things going on in these books as well. I will say the design of the cover, first off, for my positives, I really like it. I mean, it's got that green and that red, really gets you in that kind of Christmas spirit. There's different elements in here, like there's different songs and there's different things that kind of, relate to real life parts of the holiday, right? Like sort of like an abominable snowman for the Ewoks. And you have something like that thing during World War One, where both sides of the different armies kind of had a moment where they sang and they kind of, went past each other's kind of borderline to celebrate and then went back to their opposing line. So really cool Star Wars takes on what we know as stories in our real lives, which I really appreciated. The only things I will say that I thought were kind of negative is, first off, just the fact that it's so short. Like, you could sit down and finish this thing in about, maybe like 2 hours. It's very quick read, but I would have liked a little bit more to these stories. As far as releasing it now, while it's not a negative on the content in the book, I just feel like the release schedule is a little bit weird. Like, it's not even Halloween yet, and we're getting a Star Wars Christmas story, essentially, or short stories based around Christmas and stuff like that. Holidays, I think they jumped the gun a little bit too short. Maybe release this in November. But the fact that I haven't even gotten to Halloween yet is like, okay, let's like slow things down a little bit, kind of like how things are in the department stores and the grocery stores and whatnot. It's like they have the Christmas stuff out already, and it's only September. So I don't know, we have to keep rushing the holidays along, but that's a whole different topic for a different day. Today we're talking about Life Day Treasury. And with that being said, I also have to mention the awesome artwork by Grant Griffin, as always. So really good, consistent artwork there that gives us an idea of the next story that we're going to read before we get there. But with that being said, I got to give Life Day Treasury a score of a 7.5 out of 10. I think there's a lot of legs for this kind of format of storytelling, especially for the holidays, right? Maybe they can have something like this come out every single year. There's so many planets in Star Wars, whether they celebrate Life Day or not. There's ways they can work it into the story, and they always do a great job between George Mann, especially Cavan being the first time on these kind of stories, really adding a lot of his own personal style to these stories, which does lend to a lot of imagination. So that's going to do it for my review of Star Wars Life Day Treasury. Are you picking this one? Thinking about it? Let me know in the comment section down below. For more on Star Wars stories and whatnot, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to this channel and do hit that bell icon so you'll be notified when videos do go up instantly. That is going to do it for me, Starrapter. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you always.
Thanks for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up symbol. It helps me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, I also include 2 videos down below you guys should check out. And please consider subscribing to this channel. It helps support me and it notifies you guys of when I get new videos up on the channel. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Starrapter.